Hello there, and welcome back to episode 13 of my first character in the Matchless Kung Fu. Last episode, we were facing a big Raimi madness crisis, let's call it like that. In between this and the last episode, as you might notice, the fields are full. I have gathered a little bit in between, and basically all we need to do is wait for 24 hours and get the ball rolling. For today, I want to chop down as many maple trees as I can get my hands on, because we need maple bark, and we also should pick up some of that wild grass that I have been storing, because today it's not going to be only an announcement. Today we're really going to start crafting clothing. And I've been looking forward to that since quite some time because it is actually really exciting. I'm really looking forward to this because I really want to know what we're going to get ourselves towards to. Of course, we're going to look while we're at it, we're going to look for the other shops of the clothing establishments. There's the maple. So I can't promise yet. I have partially planned to look into my meridians, but I cannot promise because this is a topic that quickly pretzels up my brain, and I'm not quite sure if I'm down for that kind of cerebral tangle teaser today. I hope you understand. So we will now slowly move our ways towards the city. Meanwhile, I'm taking every maple tree with me that I can get, and I'm starting to ponder and plan ahead for the time after this sect here, because I figured that it's about time that I check on out what I want to learn from these guys, like check out all the inner kung fu moves that they can teach and whatnot, allocate all that knowledge on me, and then move on to the next sect. This is going to be the next bigger step. I haven't made up myself more precise plans yet, but it's always good to be planning ahead after all. So with that maple bark in our possession, it's going to be time to make ourselves some own clothing. There we go. Peach tree. I totally want that. If I'm not mistaken, we can get something. Yeah, drunken peach blossoms. I don't own any of these yet, so I totally want to. Wise within foolish. Slow learner, but basic move +1. So here, all these destiny things, the more we unlock, the better, I think. Because we can then get our next character more powerful into the race. Okay, so we are standing in front of the fabric shop. What I really started to appreciate the longer I played this game is that you can just hover over a building and see what it's meant to be good for. It's actually pretty good. So let's see, do we have... I think I already have a hat that is giving me material acquisition efficiency, but I'm not sure. a pair of beggar's pants. So let me check. Yeah, I already have one of these, so not down. Wait a sec. There. So I got some helmet that does what I want to have. So let's see. These items, they all have base stats. Green items have begging base stats. So probably the least interesting thing to craft, but let's see. We gain 10 points of experience when we do that, so we're ought to craft that 4 times. There we go. So now I'm a weaving expert. Brilliant. That went down fast. So, hawk hat. I want to have the gathering materials. So here, that's here veteran. Is it everywhere veteran? All right, it is. So we're only going to select one specific recipe. Let's see. Let's try that one. This looks useful. Fine flax, snow fairy lilies we got, silk. Where the hell do I get fine flax from? Oh no. So I need that stuff now everywhere. What the hell is fine flax and where do I get that? I think it's pointless. They all will need that. Yep. Okay, so fine flax. I hope it is just something that I haven't found yet, but let's see. I can't remember having seen that anywhere. So now I'm profoundly confused. Wonderful. Just what I like to see. So it's... I would assume it's something we need to refine or buy. So let's see. This lady has fine flax. Rare weave material. Okay. But where does that stuff come from? If I only knew. But I think I don't need to be too worried now, because I can grind experience with the lower tier recipes. I'm still gonna buy that stuff from this young lady, because, oh look, she still got, she got that Raimi still. Oh boy, I'm so stupid. Bought that. That realization right now, that I am able to just buy these materials back. Yeah, right. So we probably got to do that, but we need, let's see, way more materials, that's for real. But I really do like the fact that you get to craft these through super quickly. Seriously, no long, unnecessary, annoying things happening in between. This is really amazing, and it churns out a decent amount of coin. Wow. I wouldn't... I think the basic materials are worth way less than that. I can't imagine that I spent that I would get the same kind of money if I'd be selling the materials directly. So turns out we found ourselves something to gain money with. Okay, so back at home at my fields, we have lots of Raimi growing. The wild grass seems to be the biggest issue. Okay. So these temporary cargo ships. Can I sell my stuff at these? I would assume I can. So there we go. These guys just don't have the coin to pay us directly, but I don't care. I'm just going to buy that stuff raw from them and pay with clothing. Hell yeah. It's okay that the other party profits more from that. Alright, it's lovely to see how many different ways you have to achieve the same thing in this game. I really appreciate that. It's for me always very cool in sandbox games if I can decide for myself what kind of way I want to choose to take with my enterprises or my plans or whatnot. It's really always a lovely experience. I'm taking the adventuring and the fighting a little bit more careful as of late, or because I feel like I really want to have some kick-ass gear before I want to get there, because I'm still a scrub, and I don't want to die unnecessarily, you know? There we go. So I'm, as a matter of fact, not going to sell all of these things directly, because I have realized... Oh, let's buy that silk. Because I've realized that it's sometimes actually quite nice to have something to trade with for those people that don't have coin to exchange. And it's pretty good to just give them a valuable item. This game's getting me. This game is definitely getting me. So we're going to go towards this wonderful, fine trading ship. And I'm going to sell this heavy burden of lumber away that I'm carrying around with me, because I realized that it's actually really weighing me down. So I did come to some conclusions out of what has happened in the last episode. I really figured that I only want to sell stuff that I'm absolutely fond of not needing anymore. It's been happening now way too often that I've been in a lack of something that I thought it wouldn't be a big deal if I'd be selling it. So stuff that's always good for sales is wood, because obviously that stuff is abundant when you're just chunking down some other materials. Wood and stone, I think, are the prime materials that I don't need to worry about at all, since it's just coming up permanently. The other part are things like the amounts of snow fairy lilies that I'm carrying around with me here. That's also something where I gotta say, I really don't think I'll be needing that anytime too soon. For real. It's probably something, but not now, and most certainly not anytime too soon either. So, yeah. The only thing I really hope now is that this game has actually challenges that are befitting to the amount of power gaming that you can go here, you know? Because I can already foresee that we can take these things pretty far, you know? Alright. So, where will we go next? I need some more maple. Oh, you know what? While we're waiting for our stuff to grow, for one maple trees are regrowing. And I want to check on out what kind of skills I still need here from my sect. Oh no, I forgot to pack up cold food. So let's see if the temporary cargo ship back there has something for me. Starting to get the hang of things here for real slowly. Alright. So, I was hoping they'd be selling some tuna. I'll be taking that maple bark while I'm at it as well. So, how much for all the tuna? A little bit much, isn't it? But I don't care. You know, I stopped caring about money more and more because I realized that money is really easily fetchable, you know. Not much of a big deal. The materials themselves, to gather them, it's way more of a big deal. Fetch up something to give you some money. Now that I've seen how much money I'm able to grind out of that clothing gig, well, it will be not hard to get me money over the in the long run. So, the Sect Elder's house is up there. I think this guy is probably the person that can me teach the most, so let's see. Yo, wakey wakey, old man. Unfathomably powerful. Alright. So, let's see what he can teach me. Hands of Theft, totally not interesting. Snow melting sword, I want that. Apart from that, skill-wise, we have pretty much already learned everything here. So, next up, poison-proof spell. If I remember correctly, I've been asked to totally get that. So, convert 1 debuff into 5% vigor. Alright, that's actually really powerful. So, tranquility spell. I think that's the thing I should totally aim for here. And Wudang Harmony. 3 less moves per turn. Yeah, right. So we need 2 more lessons from this guy, and then I'd say we're going to visit the info board, and then we'll see about that. And now I'm going to use the unfathomable wisdom of the comment section. Seriously, thanks for letting me know. So you just can, for example, we need now 12 stacks. So we're going to eat 6 tuna to get 18 stacks. I hope I really don't die from that immediately. But now I can request to learn the snow melting sword. Because I have enough cold stacks on me. And if you use that out of the hotbar, you can only nibble down one fish after the other, and you'll never get there. Yeah. That's that. So, let's see. This looks good. We can get ourselves sword, sword, sword. Let's see. We conserved a couple of sword moves. And now we should be able... Yeah, that's no biggie. 1, 2, 3. Transformer. Done. Alright. Deals double weapon attack damage. Increases number of hits by 1. Okay. This thing is utilizing the enemy's cold stacks. That's neat. That's pretty neat. Wow. I like that one already. So let's see how we can gear that in. I'd say we're going to remove the golden shield here out of our build. It's neat and nice. I think the Eagle Bionic would have been also, whoopsie, a good thing to swap on out, but we're going to try that over the course of the time after all. So, I want to know which ones I can level up. So, is this... I think this shows that I've leveled them up already. Yeah. So we got some Kung Fu insight to spend. And those skills to just become better here. It has a power up every 2 stacks now. Well, let's see, let's pump up our skills a bit. For every stack, we get to attack another time. Okay. That's actually quite big. Okay, so let's see, Guru. Quintuple attack damage for each 8 stacks of cold. Increases 1 additional moves on opponent. So it makes enemy moves costier. That's a pretty neat one. So this thing has a debuffing function here. Arctic Palm. Let's take that one up too. This is, after all, the skill I use a lot in my build. It only needs 2 slaps anymore. Sick. And 5 times damage. So I'm pretty souped up now. I feel really big compared to my beginning moments. So, Snow Reversal Sword. 5 times damage. And restore vigor equal to 15 times the cold stacks. Nice. Oh boy. And if I read that correctly, the more Chi of the Moon I got, the more powerful I get. We can learn an inner Kung Fu skill from our senpai here. That'll give us more about Chi, I think, if I understood things correctly. Nice. Alright. This guy puts the ice back into nice. Yeah, let's go. So I think we've spent enough time that the Raimi farm is ready. And I really gotta get slapping later, so... I don't know. I think we got some areas where there's some bandits that need some punishment, or I don't know what. But I really want to try out these new moves. Alone the Arctic Palm upgrade now, needing only 2 palm moves. It's pretty rough. Okay, so we got now all the Raimi a man could wish for. I'm actually going to replant that Raimi again, because I have now ways and means to increase the value of my Raimi. If I am transforming that stuff into clothing, I'll be getting out way more money, so I gotta do that. And we should have now plenty of that stuff available as well. The only downside of gathering my material like that is a subtle one, and that's the fact that we don't get any wild grass anymore. So, that's a bit of a problem. Because we need that wild grass for the clothing production. Alright, so Gonna punch some maples at my way back to the city. And then we're going to see what we can craft. Let me check how much wild grass I got. Yo, pop-ups. Okay, we need to. So 269. That should be definitely enough to learn to make the new clothing. Very much looking forward to that. It took a while for me to get really behind this game, because it is, as many Chinese games to me, it is pretty ominous to get into, you know. But once you've understood things, you notice that it has been quite easy from the beginning. It's just like I often like to think a different way of stringing up things, and of course the language barrier. There's always that problem with the language barrier, because this game is just not on par, translation-wise, with other titles, but that shouldn't be too much of a big deal now. So, let's see, we need 8 more items, and we can easily get that done. Running out of wild grass, though, there. So I'm veteran now. Can I make that material acquisition items? Yes, I can. So I have a hat of that quality already. So, and let's see. This is craftable out of the same stuff. Hell yeah. Alright. So I'm going to make one of these. And I want to make one pair of pants. So let's see. When we reach master level, what can we take there? So max vigor, damage taken, max vigor, debuff, resistance, and yeah, okay. So I'm gonna make these clothes now, mostly just for the sake of being able to dress me up as a gatherer, you know. That vine gear just has that quality. So let's see, let's make some more vine pants. I'm not sure if this +1 is really where I want to be. It's where I'm going to burn the rest of my material at. Okay, so can make 2 more of these. So it turns out Raimi, Wildgrass, and Maple Bark are really well sought after. Okay, so I want to learn the other set of recipes now too, because I want to know what kind of materials I should be after, you know. So let's see, let's buy one sweet here. So fine flax and silk. I have no clue where I get these from. Oro pants, hide, iron chunk, warm jade, I see. And copper chunk, sanchi, and fine flax again. So it's still a mystery for me where the fine flax is coming from, but I have that slight feeling that the comment section will teach me. But that's wonderful. So, turns out we haven't had a lucky roll with these bad boys here, so we're going to be like that. But the good part is, I'm a weaver now, so that means I can produce my own loom? Come on, tell me please that I can. Yes, I can. I only need a little bit of fine flax extra. So, we're going to set up our own factory here, so... Knock, knock. Do you have any extra fine flax? No, she doesn't. So I am okay with that. We're going to go next town and see if they don't have something for us. I'm currently not even as interested in weapon crafting as I am in armor crafting, because I know that this is just very, very profitable for us in many, many ways. So here's wild Raimi growing and maple, so we can and should keep an eye out for things here. So this city has its own sect, and we are going to start from here on to keep an eye out for other sects, and, you know, I want to make this guy powerful as I can before he dies. I wonder what will ultimately kill him. Because I somehow assume that I can't get away with my tomfoolery forever. But we'll see about that. Alright, so let's see. You there. Fine flax, as I have hoped for. If I cannot produce it myself, I'm going to buy it from you people. No biggie. So, there we go. I got all that. Let's double check. I think that's all I need to create myself a loom. And then we can create a hanger. I have also everything for that. Perfect. So let's go. I need that. Done. And I need that. Done. Beautiful. I love it. So now we can sell our gear that we're producing at home and grind up our skill at home even further. Wonderful. Just what I wanted. I am starting to wonder for a moment if it wouldn't have been possible to get taught by somebody of these people here, as in just asking them to teach me to be better in weaving and whatnot. Let me know if you know. So turns out this gathering efficiency modifier gives me more per roll. That's how it interacts with that, obviously. Well, pretty good, pretty good. I like that. So, after all these successes, we're going to visit our Sect Elder one more time, because I want to get that chapter of my life done as well. Because, you know, once I have learned everything from the Ice Sect, we should totally check on out what other sects have in store in terms of inner kung fu things that make us here stronger. That's personally, I think, the best thing I can do. And then we're finally going to get back to unlocking new secrets and unlocking new tiles and whatnot. I have been postponing that a tad bit, I know. But there's been so much to discover. So, let's see. Breathing skill. Bionic pentaform. I wish you would get an insight of that there. So, Yi Jin Jing. That sounds amazing. That removes ailments? Oh boy. So I think I already got that. Art of Harmony. We already got that too. So that thing is something we really, really could use. Tranquility spell. I wonder, do I have that already? Hard burning spell. So it seems to me as if all these skills are not necessarily found on only one character. Because I haven't had the impression as if this was all my at my main dude's abode. So, let's see. Request learn. You learned all these, you learned all these, you learned all these. So you're really just a humble little spring person. Ice physique. Moves have a 30% chance to inflict cold. Decrease max cold stacks by 10. I wonder how high the maximum cold stacks are by default. Let me know if you know. Because I see a lot of words about that. Alright, so you there. I heard that I should check out the bookcase here as well. I'm gonna do that. Hands of Theft, I'm totally not interested in. Poison-proof spell, I still don't have that one. But I need to obtain 20 stacks of poison somehow. I haven't bought anything yet that can do that for me. So here, Art of Marrow Refining. Oh! Ah, I see. So here I can buy all the moves. Brilliant. So that's for people who are not willing to learn and be social. But I don't have the necessary coin for all that. Currently, at least not. So we're going to leech it off of the sect fellas there. Alright, need to pluck more wild grass. I wonder how much better the stuff that I can craft will get. So here's poison-proof spell one more time. So yeah, seems that my sect boss here. Oh yeah, there we go. Toxin sect. Ooh. Flame sect. I want to bring up the drunk sect as well. So Alright. This half of the world is all the sect centers. I mean, technically you could string them up, of course, a little bit more, well, how to call it? A little bit more story, telling, intense. Oh, damn, I'm at a loss of words. You could put a little bit more narrative into it. That's what I'm trying to get down to. But, you know, you don't have to. Sandbox games are wonderful. I love to have the freedom to do things as I see fit. And sadly, my sect elder wasn't willing to teach me anything yet. He needs to rest still. He knows that I'm gone after that. He's trying to enjoy my company a little bit longer. That's okay, old man. I appreciated you guys as well. So maple bark is, as a matter of fact, really one of the more rare materials, and that's why I keep gathering now whatever I can gather. What do we get from pines? Pine cones? Yeah. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm now interested only in the rare side drops of these things, and less in the main drops. The main drops quickly transform into the money stuff things. Oh god, yeah. As you see, it's about time that this episode ends because my English is not Englishing very well anymore. So let's quickly put down my stuff here that will allow me to sell things and craft things, and I'm a super happy little newbie cultivator. So I'm really curious to see if people will come to buy stuff from my hangar when it's out in the open. That was totally what I've been curious about, you know. Or if you have to put it into a house. That's what we're going to try on out here. Why is there meat and poo in my container? It's a hangar, not a pooper. Jeez. Alright, so let's check it out. What has happened? It's almost as if my items disappeared. So I have no clue what actually just happened. Where did my clothing go? I just don't know. That's a little bit sad because it was quite a substantial amount of money. I would assume I dropped it on the ground or something like that. Well, so today I learned that I really gotta be careful about where I click when I do this, but you know, it's not that much of a big deal at the end of the day. If I want to get myself something cool going, I can now just craft as many of these as I want to. And, oh yeah, now I know where they went. My dog took them all, so... Alright, my friends, thanks for watching. It's been my pleasure. I hope you had a good time as well. Leave me your comments down below. I hope you guys might leave me a thumbs up or a subscription even. Things like these help me a lot. And check out the secondary gaming channel. I have put the link into the topmost comment there. Like as usual, once it hits 1,000 subscribers, I'll be putting up way more stuff there. And, you know, we'll be seeing each other there. So, well, I'll be leaving you guys from at this point, and, well, I'm gonna pay off that bandit or slap him. We'll see about that. See you guys next time.